Hey everybody, how's it going? Hold on one second, I'm just getting everything set up on my freaking phones and stuff. So, I made a video earlier and I had to kind of get off because one person was just trolling and I don't know, it just kind of, my mind gets, messed up thinking about stuff. Um, and so, since then, anyways, I had a guy message me today. I'm still waiting for him to get back. I might possibly have an RV. Is going to come up with a $1,300 somehow because, like I said, work's pretty much slowed down. With my painting, it's gotten to be winter, so it's kind of hard. But and now, yeah, that as I said mentioned before. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to get here so I can actually see. So I can see my freaking chat. There we go. Here we go. All right. Anyways, I am back. So sorry I can see my freaking. Oh, let me turn that down because that's going to echo. All right, let's see. Now I can go into my chat. How do I go into that? Let's see. Anyways, oh well, whatever. So I might have I gotta trying to come up with $1,300. So in case this guy ends up allowing me to get this RV, which would be really cool. Because like people who don't know, I'm homeless. I'm diabetic. I sleep in this little car. I'm working on growing my painting company, but it's been really tough. It just started, trying to get that going. That's, but it's a horrible time. I'm in Maine. It's already getting really, really cold. Our outside season's already over, so it kind of makes it a little hard. I do got snow work ready coming up, but I really need to try to get an RV. And of course, with the government shutdown now, nobody's getting food stamps next month, so I'm kind of really, nervous about that just because, I don't know how what I'm going to eat. I have no income coming in right now, and it's hard to get a regular job when I'm, living in a car because you can't stay clean, you can't, do all these things. So that's why I'm really working on trying to, come up with money to hopefully get an RV, and that's my next steps. I just hope this government crap just stops and before the food stamps or whatever. And I hate relying on that. I worked my whole life up till last year. I owned my own company. I did really, really, really well. I met a girl and, of course, fell in love and yada, 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 bullshit. Everything fell apart. I mean, it can happen to any of us. And then with the prices of everything nowadays, it's so ridiculous. Um, but once again, that kind of is what it is. And, but we're all, everybody needs help in life at one point of their life or not. So you can't judge people. People judge me all the time. I'm skinny, so and I have no teeth. I'm skinny because I'm a type 1 diabetic and I live in a car and I barely eat. I've not done drugs in a very, 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 very long time. And that whole, that whole consistency of my drug life was all of 2 months, and that was just stupid. But it's not, who I am. I hate when people judge. I'm in a bad spot and I need help. And, I do have my ways that if you want to help donate, you can, you don't have to. I'm pretty much just here. It's depressing. I sit in my car every day. Lately it's been getting down to the 40s and 30s at night, so it's pretty cold already. I got to worry about my medicine going bad. Luckily, now that it's cooler, I don't have to worry about it, but it's a lot worse in the summer. I do have to worry if it freezes. It gets below zero here quite a few times, and that's coming up fast. Like I said, some guy reached out to me today on Facebook, said if I can come up with $1,300, that he's got an RV for me. So I'm hoping to, either land some jobs and maybe if anybody wants to chip in, they can. But something's got to give. I mean, I sit sleeping up. I've got so much stuff. I got my pressure washer and all my clothes and all my tools. I don't know if you can really see it, but I mean, I have so much stuff in the back of my car. It's ridiculous. All my painting equipment and my trunk's full. That's got all of my hoses and brushes and rollers and all that stuff, plus the rest of my clothes. I don't, so I don't have a way to I haven't laid down in months. My back is beyond messed up. And it sucks. But it is what it is, I'm trying my hardest. I'm not asking, and I hate asking for handouts, but, I am not just sitting doing nothing while I'm asking for help. I've done a few painting jobs recently. It's been about a week and a half now since I've landed anything else. I do have 300 already saved up from, I have a little bit more than that, but 300 I could use towards the RV. I have to still be able to eat and do, well, I think I have like $500 or something like that on me right now, but that would leave me a couple $100 just to eat and do whatever I can get. So I do have some money. I have $30 that was donated to my PayPal and $5 that was donated to my Cash App from you guys. Well, one from a Facebook. 30 was from a Facebook member, and then $5 on Cash App was from a YouTube member earlier today. But it's a hard life living in your car. You don't get how depressing it is, and I don't drink at all. I don't do any type of drug. I don't even smoke weed, and I don't have anything against anybody who smokes weed. I don't really think it's a drug. It just doesn't do anything for me besides make me want to go to bed. And, well, I don't want to do that. So it gets too daggone cold, and I got to pay attention to my sugars and all that. My addictions are coffee, and unfortunately, I am a smoker. As much money as I'd save quitting that, it's the only thing that keeps me going sane right now. I would love to just stop, but it is what it is on that, too. But, I just want life to, get better and figure it out, and however that's going to be, how do I go to my, I don't want to go into the description. Aha, there, no, that's not it either. Man, YouTube on my phone, I don't know why it's so different than, because I should be able to chat, but I can't see what anybody is saying because I'm on Prism, and I really don't know anything about, Prism, but I don't know, but oh well. Anyways, it's been rough, and I'm just trying to get out of it, and I really, really, really need some help. If I can get into this RV, that's life changing. It's rent. I don't know where you guys are at, but I'm in Maine, and to get a 1 bedroom, I'm talking about a 500 max square foot house, apartment, studio, tiny, and the bathrooms are just so small you can't even sit down in them. Yada yada yada. It's just they're tiny. They want $1,500 a month, and then you have to meet their income goals, which is 3 times 1/3 of your rent. So you got to times that by 3. So that's what 15/3. That's $4,500. You have to make $4,500 a month. If I got a regular job anywhere, I can't make that. Nobody's paying that around here, so I can't even qualify for a home unless I'm doing my own stuff. And it's just I don't know. I don't know what we've become, like how we've been, how we become so not, like I don't know. People used to help people. People, you'll see all the time, fundraisers for people who were doing something political and they got fired and they'll raise money. But somebody who's just down on their luck, no, it's harder. And I'm not putting anybody down. Hi, I wish I could really see the names on these, but I can't because I don't know how to get on my chat on my phone, and on my screen it's blurry. If you guys can do me a favor too and follow and share out, because the more people we can get to watch this, the better. And I'm wishing I could get into my chat somehow. I just don't know how to. Actually, you know what? I know what I could do. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. And I'm not restarting or nothing. I'm just I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna switch my accounts, and then I can go onto my chat and see that. So I can do. There we go. And then I can go search, and then I can put this one. And then I should be able to see my chats. There we go. I think I can see them now. All right, yes. I can't really read the usernames, but hello. I appreciate you guys watching and all that stuff, but I'm just kind of ranting and raving and hoping and praying that somebody can help out. Like I'm gonna put my my Cash App in there now in case anybody can't see it. If anybody wants to help, this is my Cash App. Hold on, all right, and then I'm going to see if I can't copy a link to my PayPal. This isn't. You don't have to. I'm just putting these in case anybody else decides they want to. like I said, I have 300, so really I need to come up with about $1,000 somehow. And where do I get to my goal? My pool. I think I have a pool right here. And then I can hit share, and then I can hit copy. Alright, let's see. I don't know how to do any of this crap. And below is also a link for my PayPal. Sorry, it's from a different. I had to quick change my accounts just because so I could read what chat says and all that, because it's really small on my phone. But now I can see it. So, anyways, everybody knows, like it's just rough. Like, like I was saying, you have to make $4,500 a month just for an apartment around here. And if I can get an RV, I know where I can park it in quite a few different spots. So then that takes care of rent at least. Then I can focus on, working on myself, getting my life back together, and really, hopefully doing something and going somewhere with my life, because this is not what I want to do. I don't want to sit in a car overnight. Literally, I don't know. I've been in my car now for, I don't know, like a while. I don't even know. It's been a long time. I haven't laid down flat in so long that my back is just horrendously killing me. And this is what I do. I sit here every night, and I sit here by myself. I don't have a family. I don't have a mom. My mom left when I was 2. My dad is dead, and he was an abusive alcoholic anyways. He couldn't help. My sisters and brothers, they don't even reach out to me and check to see how I'm doing. My sister and brother, should I say. I don't have a family. I never had. I've been on my own since I was 15. It's just, it's been rough, but I'm not somebody who normally does. It's how it's how embarrassing basically it is to have to try to beg for somebody to help. I don't even know anybody, and I've had like I said, I got a donation earlier for $5, and that was great. And the thing is, every penny helps. We can get like 100 people and to donate $10, I'd have it. And I just don't know what to do, because I know, like, today it's not going to get too cold. It's supposed to only be down to like 48 or something like that. But in 2 days, we're down to 35. And I'm in a little car, and I have a couple blankets, but at 35 degrees, you're not staying very warm. And being a type 1 diabetic, I have to worry about my feet. To being them being that cold is dangerous. I have so many things I have to worry about. And, if once I get an RV, I can cook, I can keep stuff in a refrigerator, I can, have a little fridge, I can, have a place for all my stuff. I can actually lay down. And people take that for granted. Just the how amazing it is just to think of laying down is my like main priority in life right now, because it would be so amazing. And I wish and prayed I didn't have to do this, or had other ways, but I don't, and I'm lost. And I'm truly asking anybody who can help. And it sucks. And I really don't know what to do. I feel very alone. I feel very depressed. I don't know what I feel. I feel sad. It's just, I want a home. Everybody deserves a home. We can raise billions for other countries, but we can't help out our own citizens. It's sad. I worked my whole life. I paid taxes my whole life. And I'm sitting in a car with type 1 diabetes, wondering if I'm going to make it sometimes, because you can die from this crap. My sugars are not the best. I mean, my average, I wear a Dexcom. Thankfully, I have medical, and however long that's going to last with this government shutdown. But right now, 10% of my day I'm in my zone, and 50% of the day I'm high, and 40% of the day I'm very high, because I can't eat right. I don't have a way to cook the way I'm supposed to, or eat the snacks I'm supposed to, or I store anything, let alone figuring out how the heck I'm going to eat with this government shutdown. I don't know. I wish I knew. And I wish life wasn't so tough, but it is. But it's, who we are and what we did want to become as a society. We say we want to be this better place, but everybody turns their back to people who are homeless for whatever reason. And it's sad. The last time I had a drink of alcohol was probably 3 years ago. The last time I ever did any drug in my whole life was over 2 years ago. I choose not to be in, certain areas just because I don't want to be around it. I don't care about that. I want to better myself and become a good, person again. Like I said, I ran my own company for 8 years. It started in Maine. It was called Wicked Good Cleanups. You can look it up. I owned that for 4 years. If you look at the reviews, I did great. If you look at the reviews on Good Riddance Junk Removal in Cocoa, Florida, I own that. I did really well. And life got in the way, and life did, and it wasn't related to anything other than stupidness. And I blame that on myself, not the person I fell in love with that did me wrong, but because I made those choices. But I'm just trying to come out of it, and I don't know how. So, like I said, my first step is trying my best in whatever possible way I can to try to, get something that's not this car. Hopefully, like I said, that one guy, and I keep looking on Facebook. I'm praying he rates back because I messaged him to see if he'll work something out with me, but I don't know. Like I said, he messaged earlier saying it's like a 1997. He says it runs. It's got it's 28 foot, which is plenty big enough. But I don't know what to do. I'm asking if you can't even help, just share it out. Like and subscribe, because that'll help get a bigger audience, and the more people that see this, maybe somebody can help. I know I'm ranting and going in circles, but I don't know what to do. If I had a magic wand, I would help the whole world. And I just don't know what to do. And it's sad that so many other people, you have people that just throw thousands and thousands of dollars at these other things, but when they see people that are homeless, most people will turn their back. And I don't know, it sucks. It sucks just wanting to be able to live like a normal person, and I can't. It sucks not being able to sleep. It sucks knowing that if I died today, who would even know? Because nobody looks out for me. Not that I want to die or nothing like that. I'm just saying, but what happens if I do? I don't want to, I want to. It's the loneliest feeling in the world. Sitting in this car day after day after day. And I advertise all day for my painting, and I don't just sit around asking for this. This is, something that I hate freaking doing, but I need help. I absolutely hate it. And you have every guarantee anybody who helps out, every penny is just going to be used to get an RV, and that is it. I just don't know what to do. I don't even know what I'm gonna do when, if I don't. Like, winter's coming so fast. I want to show you the weather. This is where I am. This way you understand, Some people don't understand how cold Maine gets so early. But these, I don't know, I don't know if we can see it. Wow, I forgot it's backwards. These are the temperatures coming up. 42, 42, 38, 37, 39, 41, 41. You know, Today was the warmer day out of a while. We had a little warm up, but it gets cold. It's only getting colder. I have probably, another week and a half, 2 weeks till we see it, freezing temperatures. And I'm in a little car with a cracked windshield and a broken rack and pinion. I can barely drive this thing around. I can't barely go anywhere. So I will be able to sell this for a little bit of money, but not much once I get the RV. I'm talking a few $100s, whatever it's worth in scrap, but I don't know. But if you've ever been in this spot and you can afford $1, $5, anything, please, I'm asking you, PayPal or or Cash App or anything. Sorry, I'm going to my YouTube to see what that says because I can't see it it wasn't on my screen. Stop smoking crack, brother. And well, first of all, I don't smoke crack at all. You're not my brother. But how about you come down here to Brunswick? I'll be right here. And you can come say that, and then you can learn my story. because I'm a diabetic, type 1 diabetic, so I'm skinny. I lost my teeth for a long time ago from medication that I had to take due to my breathing. So why don't you shut the fuck up? Because you don't know shit. You don't sit out here every fucking night. And I would love to see you talk that tough in front of me. I would love it. I had to take Advair when I was younger, and it completely destroyed my freaking mouth. All people, all homeless. This guy is a piece of... Wait, hold on. I don't even know. I think I can... 1 second. I want to see something. Oop, no, that's not it. Alright, let's see. Give me 2 seconds, people, because this guy is a piece of shit. Menu, switch accounts. Actually, I can do it this way, Safari. Give me 2 seconds. You're giving me hard love. Motherfucker, you don't know shit. You just said I was doing drugs. Shut the fuck up about hard love. Nothing. Yeah, no, you know what? I never had love because, my mom left when I was fucking 2. Shut up. Please come here to Brunswick, Maine, because I would love to talk to you. I don't do drugs. I'm working on my painting company. People have fucking hard times. Get a fucking life, dude. Seriously. You are a pile of shit. Sitting here degrading somebody who's already going through a hard time. I'm sick. If you see my sugars every day, I'm between $400 to $600. I've been in and out of fucking the hospital. Excuses? Fuck you. You were a bad excuse and your mom should have swallowed you. Shut the fuck up. God, people are so ignorant. Just stupid. Get a job. Go get a job when you live in a car and you don't know where you're sleeping and how you're going to sleep, when you can't lay down, when you don't know how the hell you're going to get up in the morning and get everything done. I go to work and I do shit for myself. I painted 4 houses in the last month, inside interior small jobs to keep me going. I have money in my pocket. I'm asking for help for a fucking home. I don't need little bitches like you to start sitting there and downgrading homeless people. You don't know because you aren't. So anyways, you're a piece of shit, and I'm going to ignore you now. So you can run your little typey fingers all over the place because you think you're a little keyboard warrior, but in face, you would be the little bitch you are. Thank you very much. Now anyways, shut the fuck up. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Blah, 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 blah. That guy's a piece of shit. How do you get onto that? Do 10 push-ups and I'll send you $20. I do a lot more than 10, and I don't want your money. I don't fucking need people here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to fucking switch my account again so I can block this person. I need to make a moderator for this crap. It's just unhuman to treat people the way some people get treated over just having a hard time in life. Okay, let's see. Now, how do I view channel? Oh, never mind. I can go here and look at my live chat. And I am going to remove you. And I'm going to report you. Report. Thank you. All right. Anyways, sorry. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I'm dealing with stupid, ignorant people, and that just really aggravated me. You know, everybody can say what they want to say because I don't have teeth. Okay. I was sick ever since I was 13 years old, and the medication they had to give me for my lungs ate through my teeth. It is what it is. That hasn't that Yeah, I don't know how to take it off. I don't even know how to work. I'm not good at this, and I apologize for my language to anybody else, but that was just this guy is calling me a crackhead because I'm out here and I'm homeless and I'm a type 1 diabetic and I'm sick and I'm trying to get help. Telling me stupid things I don't already know, like just and let's get to this job part. So people say, "Let's get a job." Okay, I'm going to put it to this way, and I'm sorry that I'm a little heated, but this is what it is. This is real life. This isn't some guy on his keyboard saying blah blah blah. It's easy. This is how real life works. So you have a homeless person, okay? Luckily, me, I have a car. I am blessed for that. I'm working. It's broke down, but I have something over my head, so I'm not getting rained on. All right, so I sleep sitting up. I'm 6'2". I'm sitting in a small Volvo car. So first of all, sleeping is almost impossible, and I can't eat right. I can't afford it. Things are so expensive. So getting a regular job that you have to be there at a schedule is almost impossible. One, you don't have an address because when you fill out an application, you have to put all this. What am I going to do? You can't just lie and put something else. Then you have to sit there and be there at a certain time. What happens if I'm sick? My diabetes is all over the place. So I'm working on my own painting stuff. So therefore I can schedule stuff here and there and make it work with my needs. And I'll make more short term. It's just unfortunately right now we're getting into winter. So it's a little harder. And I do have snow work coming up as soon as it starts. But and we're in Maine. This is very, first of all, I can't deal with customers because I talk to somebody like that if they started talking to me like that, and then I get fired. It's just how it is. Um, Construction slows down. This is our slow period. We have to wait for our winter work. People usually get to save up all year, but I live in a car. I can't save. I can't do all these things. It costs a lot of money to be homeless. An average person who's homeless, okay, you got to figure. All right, first of all, let's go over a homeless person. I don't judge by looks or because some people don't know how to tell all that stuff. Nobody should be judged. And you know what? And if somebody did do drugs or had a drug problem, you don't call them. You find out why they do that and try to work with them and help them. You wouldn't downgrade them. I would never downgrade a drug addict, but I know I'm not one, and I don't need to prove myself to anybody. But anyway, so let's break down how much it costs to be a homeless person. Okay. So I'm supposed to eat 3 times a day. I can't afford to eat 3 times a day. I'm supposed to eat 3 to 5 meals actually, because I got to have smaller meals because I'm type 1 diabetic. So say if I were to eat my 3 to 5 times a day, even at you said so, average meal anywhere is between $10 to $15 a meal, and that's just because prices are stupid. You can't even buy a candy bar it costs $4 for a candy bar. Not that a candy bar is great for a diabetic. I'm just saying. Um, So that's $30 to $50 at minimal for food a day. Because I can't cook, I've got to get processed stuff. Even a salad's going to cost you $7.99 and a drink, something like that. It's $10 each time. I am a smoker, whatever. I shouldn't smoke, but you know what? It's a lot better than doing drugs or drinking alcohol. So whatever, that's what I do. I smoke cigarettes. So So that's, I spend $10 a day on that. So you're at $50 just for that. That's not including fuel. That's not including if I want to, if I want a coffee or whatever to live like normal. Because I'm homeless does not mean that I should not be able to enjoy simple things in life. That does not mean that I should be judged because of anything. But I can't cook. I can't do all these things. I've got to pay to get my laundry done at a laundry facility, which is much more expensive than doing it at your house. I have more fuel because I've got to start the car and keep it warmer, because it's cold outside. And I have, like I said, this car, the rack and pinion is going on it. So to replace it's worth, it would cost me more than the car's worth. Because you got to remove the subframe and all that crap on the Volvos. But it is what it is. It's expensive. People don't understand how expensive to be homeless it is. They just look at a person and they constantly downgrade them. And that's why, I might get fumed at somebody like that. It's because they deserve it, because they're not, that's not what anybody should look at. I don't look at anybody for anything other than what they are. And it's just sad that we have people in this world that are like that. And it's immature, like, let's go ahead, and this guy, real life person, this isn't a fucking movie, this isn't a show, this isn't something saying, like, I can show you, I have, I'm not making excuses, and I'll show you how bad my diabetes is, and how sick I'm all the freaking time because of it. Now, you have your day range, okay? Alright, so this is your day range. I don't know if you can see this. This is my Dexcom. It goes to my arm. Right now, I'm actually not bad. I'm at 207. But if you can see, 18% of my day, I feel normal. 50% of my day, I'm high. And 32% of my day, I'm very high. When you're very high, you can't do much. This is every day. Like I said, every day. This isn't, and a normal person's pretty much a straight line. And it's way down here. Body damage starts at 180, okay? If you can see the line right now, this is 207. 180 is this gray line. This is a good day. I'm going to show you just 2 days ago. Let's see, where's my photos? How a normal day used to look. This is a couple days ago. I took too much insulin because my day was stupid high. And then I dropped down to 64, which you can go to a coma once you get to 40. I'm not sitting. It's hard to be sick. It is hard to deal with this being homeless. Food is I can't live without food, and yet I can't afford food. I take 2 different pens. I have to take my long lasting in the morning. I take about 14 to 16 units of that, depending. And then I have to take 3 to 5 units every time I eat. So it's usually not, I usually shoot myself up 2 or 3 times a day with insulin. But I should be way more than that, because like I said, I can't eat like I normally do. And it sucks, because I wish I could eat like I normally do. And where the heck did I put my phone? I have bad habits of just smoking. And I have bad habits of drinking coffee with a little bit of sugar in it that I shouldn't. But, like I said, that's my bad habits. And I'm okay with that for right now. I've got to work on my health. And I know that. No, I use my stomach. Just because it's harder in the car. I mean, I'm wearing jeans and all that. And have, so unfortunately, I use my stomach all the time, which isn't good because you're supposed to switch it up. I don't like my arm because my arms have more muscle right here. So I hit the muscle all the time, and that really hurts. So I just use my stomach. I've got to, it is what it is. That's what I do. But I don't even know if you can see. I know where my pens are. My car's, okay. So like this is one of my pens. So you just put a pen, man, I hate how it's reversed. So you put a pen cap on, the needle cap on that, and you just inject, what it is. It's pretty easy. I just had a hard time even getting my medication just because they said I wasn't, but it was, last month was really warm, so a lot of my insulin got ruined. And main care doesn't cover, only so much because it's so expensive. And I'm thankful and gotta have that because without that, but with the government shutdown, I'm not sure if they're gonna. I know food stamps are done until it's back up. We got a thing on the news today, but if they were cancel my, that's just from my Dexcom to read my stuff. Is I'm gonna smoke a cigarette too. I don't care when it offends anybody, but hopefully it doesn't. Just to just a Dexcom, $500 a month. Insulin's another 400 and something bucks a month per each pen, per each box of pens of two different kinds. Yeah, some people do their leg because they like it. The more fat you have, I'm a very skinny guy. Like I said, type one diabetics are okay. So you got two types. You got type two, type one. Type one diabetics have an easier time. Have a really really hard time gaining weight. At least if you're skinny. Most type one diabetics are skinnier. Because it eats your muscles, it eats your fat, it eats everything that's it's not supposed to when you're not producing insulin. It just attacks. It wants something. And type twos are usually heavier set, so they have easier access to like their fat muscles. Insulin, when you shoot up, you're supposed to shoot in a fatty area because in that my fatty area is I have a tiny, which ain't much, but it's a tiny little pudge in my stomach. So it just it circulates better. My arms, like I mean, I have no fat on my arms. I mean, like they're just I can't even because I don't even know why is everything backwards. So like if it's here, it's all. I mean, that's all just muscle. There's no fat there. There's unfortunately, like I said, my legs are the easiest thing to go. I'm 6'2", 175 pounds. I'm a little bit underweight, but man, that guy really aggravated me earlier. Like people don't really understand how depressing it is to be just to be homeless, let alone how expensive it is. I'm in Maine, so it depends where you're local at. I mean, I could be local if you're in Maine, but I don't know. But anyways, I'm smoking a cigarette. Really hoping this guy messages me back about this freaking RV, so I can put a deposit down or something on it. I have some money I could put down on it, but nothing yet. He hasn't even read it. Yep, and I'm in Maine, but I was born and raised in Florida until I was 15. My mom left when I was really young, and then my dad was abusive, so I left home. My brother was up here, but he's just we don't really talk now. It's cold. Like I said, I don't know if you've seen the thing. It's going to get down to the 30s this week. Um, if I get the RV, I might even go down south and work for a little bit. I know Florida a little bit, and at least there I can work in the winter. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but it gets stupid. I mean, I've been here where it's been 20 below zero before. It's bad. The nor'easters here are just horrible, and winter is so long. It lasts like 6 months here. You get 6 months of winter, and like 2 or 3 months of fall, and a month of spring and a month of summer. I know that's probably not 12, but whatever. Figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. I've been like ranting for 40 minutes, so I guess I'm gonna end this. But if anybody sees this and can help out, my links are above, and I really appreciate it. Um, but I don't know what else to do besides ask for help, so I'm not gonna feel bad for asking because everybody needs a hand nowadays. My Cash App is linked above. You can see it. If you can also scroll through the chat, you'll see it. I posted it on my other YouTube. This is Nicholas Bergstrom. That is my name. I'm in Brunswick, Maine. You can look me up. I'm very legit. I am trying to find work, but it's been hard. Um, I just need a hand, and then this, like I said, this guy offered up this RV, and I really want to. Oh, all right. You can tell me a joke. Let's read that before I end. What does that say? What are the I can't see it. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go on this because it shows up on my chat line, like where you can type, so you can't see the first part of it. So give me 2 seconds and I'll read that. All right, let's see. All right. What's the hardest thing about eating vegetables? I don't know. I can't eat them without teeth. I'll tell you that. That's pretty hard. But go ahead and tell me what. I always hated that there's a lag on YouTube too. I'm not sure we're gonna go. Oh, it's coming. Is that the punch? Like, I'm sorry. I don't understand. Is it coming? The answer coming, or is that the? I'm lost. Let's see what I got on Facebook. Nope, not that guy. Man, I really, really was hoping that he would write back soon. It's not updating. What's not updating? I'm so confused. I'm sorry. I appreciate everybody that's kind of watching and anybody that's, commenting and all that stuff. This is the longest conversation I've had in a long time, and it's kind of nice just to talk to somebody, and even if it's just through YouTube or whatever. But it's a very, very lonely place out here. And if everybody can share this out, like I said, the more people who can see this, maybe I can get some help. And it sucks. Like I said, I hate asking, but I really don't want to miss out on this opportunity to try to get this RV and be warm before the snow falls. So I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good night too. But I'm logging off if you guys can share this out for me. And anybody who wants to donate, my Cash App is Bergstrom Nick, BergstromNick, and that's on Cash App. And my PayPal is Homeless Diabetic. If anybody can help, thank you very much, and have a good night. And yes, and